How do you see these skills helping players?
It's a great question, because clearly tennis, being such a complex sport regarding the amount of strokes you need to do, forehand, backhand, serve, volley, drive volley, the more coordinated someone can be, the easier it will be to learn those skills. So where do we have to build those foundations? Is from a young age. So from a young age, if children can start to build skill and coordination, the complex and simple motor patterns, I think you're onto a real winner right away. I think what I've seen in player development, children be limited in their potential is where they're not that coordinated. Their passion might be as much as Andy Murray was at that age, but physiologically they haven't developed those coordinative exercises from a young age. They maybe limited themselves into what they've done, what they've been exposed to, and therefore they're really struggling to find the right coordination to play at a high level.
If you have a top pick of a skill you'd like to see players coming through with, what would that be?
My top picks would definitely be eye-break coordination in this way. Hand-eye and eye-foot. And in tennis you need both to a very, very high level, to the speed of coordination and to the fluidity and the rhythm of the coordination. So for me, if you can do the hand-eye, with more obviously the hand skills, so everything they can do with their hand and arm, coordination, so striking skills, everything they can do to strike, both arms, both hands, one hand, two hands. And then the eye-foot coordination is of seeing the balls reacting, moving, dribbling, the idea of dancing, rhythm, those kind of things. So the high hand and eye-foot is how I break it down.
Performance players are obviously going to get a lot out of this. Do you see it having value for other players and even non-players?
Yeah, 100%. Because when children are very young, we don't know what their destination will be. We don't know what sport they will choose. We don't know if it will be more solo sport, team sports, but everything that you do in terms of physical activity needs some level of coordination. So to give children an exposure at a very young age to a range of exercises that will develop their both general and specific coordination to the sports they're currently enjoying, or all the sports they're doing, can only be beneficial to them wanting to play sport at a later age.
Is there one skill that you would like to see incorporated into the skills quest?
I think because I'm so tennis specific in my role and my job, I'm always thinking what exercises can we be neat with and smart with that will really transfer specifically to the game of tennis. Now, the idea of overarm throwing, which does have such a strong correlation between the serve, which is the start of the game of tennis, which is the shot that you cannot be weak in, both boys and girls. At a certain age, it has even a higher importance. So if we can start to think of how we can develop coordination to a very high level, as I said, with fluidity and rhythm and control and speed of coordination, linked to the strokes that they need to do and the movement they'll need to perform, you're onto a winner right away. So the idea is that when I started designing the overarm throwing progressions for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, I really brought in the idea of developing good mechanics, a range of exercises so children don't get bored, lots of different ways you could do it. So I chose that children could throw snowballs or throw stones, because that I thought was a lovely idea, that they didn't have to come to a lesson to develop coordination, that they could do it in their own time, that the parent was 22 hours a day the physical development coach. So if the parent could see something as simple as throwing a snowball or throwing a stone, they would then be able to just do those exercises. Even if they do them badly, just do them, because children will get better from just doing coordinative exercises from a young age. So I really like the idea of throwing from a young age, because I think lots of sports you have to throw and catch. I like the idea of striking skills, and if that would be coordination with a racket or even with the hand or a big hand. The idea of receiving skills, so they see balls, different types of balls, different speeds, in different environments, with their eyes shut, eyes open, they have to react. Those are the key skills from a very young age I really think are important for tennis.
Some really exciting ideas there. Are you happy for me to incorporate those into the scheme?
100%, absolutely. I'd love you to. I'd love you people to use them more people using them, more often using them, parents using them, because I think it will. I've seen the results of some of those rhythm, coordination and throwing ideas from a young age, And it's amazing how quickly children can develop both the skill and the technique of the skill so much faster when they go through these ideas of skills and progressions, and as you call them, levels. Maybe I just call them progressions. It's just quite incredible how quickly the children can get very good.
Have you seen a way